Imagine stepping into a quaint French cafe, where every detail transports you to a countryside kitchen, filled with the warmth of home-cooked meals and the scent of fresh coffee. This dream became a reality, thanks to a husband and wife duo, who brought a piece of their childhood memories to the bustling streets of New York City. Maman Cafe was founded in October 2014 by husband and wife duo Benjamin Sormonte and Elisa Marshall. The first cafe opened in New York City's Soho neighborhood. The concept behind Maman was inspired by the founders' childhood memories of their mother's kitchens and the warm, welcoming atmosphere of French cafes. The cafe's name, Maman, means mother in French, reflecting this inspiration. Elisa Marshall and Benjamin Sormonte didn't want to be overly ambitious when launching a business in New York in 2014. It was a small little dream that we had to open one cute, quaint, cozy coffee shop and cafe, Marshall says. The quaint little shop in Manhattan's trendy Soho neighborhood was called Maman. Now, it's a fast-growing chain of cafe bakeries that brought in roughly $47.2 million in sales across 34 locations last year. Landing a stamp of approval from billionaire Oprah Winfrey, who cited Maman's nutty chocolate chip cookies on her 2017 list of favorite things, helped bring nationwide recognition to the upstart brand. But Marshall and Sormonte, a married couple with 2 children, are adamant that what sets Maman apart from its myriad competitors is a vibe that goes beyond coffee and pastries. Elisa Marshall, with a background in event planning and design, and Benjamin Sormonte, a former corporate lawyer with a passion for food and hospitality, combined their skills to create a unique cafe experience that blends the aesthetics of a French country kitchen with the vibrancy of New York City. Their business inexperience showed early on. Sormonte and Marshall didn't know how much launching a cafe in New York would cost, and ended up spending $250,000. They completely emptied their savings and took money from family and friends to cover the rest. It was one of the biggest financial risks we could ever take, Marshall says, adding, "We really took quite a risk in pouring not only all of our money into it, but also all of our time and energy." The couple and some of their family members helped construct the first Maman location, painting the walls and installing baking equipment with a lot of sweat and tears and love, Sormonte says. When the cafe opened in 2014, the couple focused entirely on running and operating the business. Their long days started at 6 a.m., baking pastries and other items for the day, and ended at 8 p.m., preparing dough for the next morning. Getting the business off the ground required a lot of sacrifice, says Sormonte. 80 hours per week, no days off and no paychecks for a while. They were very fortunate to get financial help from family to live in a nearby apartment in New York's Tribeca neighborhood, he adds. Despite the sacrifice, Sormonte looks back on those early days fondly. When you start, you want to be here every single hour of the day, he says. It made it special by doing it together. In 2015, feeling close to burnout from working long hours, the couple hired additional staff and brought in outside investors, starting with a $1.5 million investment from Sormonte's brother Julien, a managing partner of a Paris-based hotel group. By 2020, Maman had multiple locations across New York and Canada, and a deal with private equity firm Thier for between $10 million and $20 million in funding. That money helped Maman expand further, adding cafes in Florida, Washington, D.C., Connecticut, Maryland, New Jersey and Pennsylvania. As Maman gets bigger, so does its level of competition in a $49.5 billion US coffee shop market, where its rivals range from local roasters to Starbucks. The couple hopes Maman's style can help it stand out. Its locations double as event spaces, with events and catering making up about 20% of its revenue, Marshall says. Maman Cafe has grown from a single Soho location to a beloved chain of French-inspired cafes across North America. Founded by Benjamin Sormonte and Elisa Marshall, the cafe combines French culinary traditions with a warm, welcoming atmosphere. Its ongoing expansion and popularity reflect its success and the founders' ability to create a unique and appealing brand.